50 ships, 500 people, 44 nations represented, a journey across the Mediterranean. The goal? Break the siege of Gaza from the sea by way of a civilian, not a military push. This is the mission of the SUMUD Flotilla. You want to keep track of the progress, type in Global SUMUD Flotilla into Google, and there's actually a tracker you can click on from the menu. Now, these ships currently are at Tunis, the capital, creatively named, of Tunisia. From here, they expect to continue eastwards tomorrow, the 10th of September, 2025. Their ships have been declared by the group to carry no arms, no weapons, only food, baby formula, and other basic necessities. You know, the stuff that the IDF doesn't let in because resistance forces might, start beating the IDF to death with crutches. I don't know what the fear is. Baby formula, what can that be weaponized into an explosive? Honestly, I actually don't know. I actually don't know. I can't be sure. I'll let the IDF defend themselves. As they are so good at doing. Defending themselves should be plastered to the foreheads of every... anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. The flotilla carries basically food and medicine, right? Things that Gaza currently severely lacks, as Israel continues their engineered famine of the 2.3 million people roughly who live there. But the adversary to the SUMUD flotilla, they're not asleep. Don't think that Israel's just gonna, chill because, it's only civilians. No. They are busy little bees. Israel is being widely reported as practicing their interception techniques. Because for the Israeli Navy to stop and detain unarmed civilians, armed, I suppose, with food and baby formula and crutches, for the Israeli Navy to intercept and detain unarmed civilians is apparently something that requires training and practice, meticulous preparation. Some have pointed out this isn't really something Israel needs to practice for. Attacking unarmed civilians, surely that's your bread and butter by now. Is it not? Just say resistance fighters are somehow on the ship, and then Israel can defend themselves hundreds of miles out into the sea, taking on the fearsome, battle-hardened evil forces of the likes of Greta Thunberg. Oh, I'm gonna need something stronger than tea, not gonna lie. Oh dear. In any case, jokes aside, the logistics actually for the Israeli Navy is no small thing. Okay, I'm being serious now. Here's the geopolitical analysis, or the military defense analysis at this point. 50 ships, or however many make it that far into Gazan waters or off the coast of Gaza to some extent. 50 ships is not going to be easy for Israel to intercept, and they have to intercept with a delicate hand as well. So it's not easy all around. It's a big pain in the backside. As the eyes of the world are watching, governments are watching, and 44 countries, as I said, are represented by citizens on board this flotilla. Flotilla just means, by the way, a group of ships. Everyone's watching, right? To add even more problems for Israel, 99 problems, but claiming the land of others is apparently not one. To add to the list of problems Israel has, there are reportedly 8 military men on board. 8. I missed out the very important part. One take, guys, so forgive me. There's 8 US military men on board, veterans for peace. Israel will have to be even more careful, therefore, because these veterans will be streaming back to their American audiences to showcase what the American taxpayer dollars are funding, right? It's a PR and optics mess for the Israeli state. Damned if they do, damned if they don't. They can't let the ships through. They can't really stop the ships as violently as they would want, as insistently, as forcefully, without the public relations fallout being huge. And actually, they're training really hard. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff, boys. Easy, boys. But 50 ships is not easy to intercept, especially for the Israeli Navy, who I believe are not designed to intercept 50 civilian ships, especially if they're coordinating and they come in waves, and it could get messy. Time will tell how things turn out, and I'll be here to report to you the news and the analysis unbiased and without the Western spin. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mahfuz, though, as suggested by someone, I have basically rebranded myself NewsBaba, and I'll see you on the next one.